Breathing is a thing. Yes, hey everyone, and welcome back to another FGO Thirstday. Don't worry, I'm completely normal. I'm not a weird AI taking over LanokirX channel. I'm just normal. But yes, ignoring all of that, I'm sorry. I don't know why I exist, but we are back with more FGO Thirstday, and we're gonna start today with another Irish hero. Another Irish legend, Diarmuid Uai Duibne. Diarmuid Ua Duibne. I honestly have no idea how to pronounce that correctly. I'm really sorry if I don't say it right. And Diarmuid, yeah, that's kind of. And I think he's an okay character. Kind of like him. Not my favorite. He's a pretty okay character. And I did like him in Fate Zero. Even if he got really fucked by, well, everything. I mean, Lancers, man, they really have it out for them. Like, oh yeah, how about you stab yourself? How about no? Oh shit, I stabbed myself. And it seemed to be something with Irish spearmen to have onesies on, you know? And showing their chest. And you know what? I'm fine with that. They can do that. They can do that. I'm cool with that. Though I really like the design, actually. And the fact that he used two spears like that. It's really cool. And I do remember it looks like Gay Ball, but it's not Gay Ball. The spear that Cuchulainn used. But similar. Dude, that's fancy. That's fancy. True name, Diarmuid Uai Duibne. Celtic mythology, Knights of Fianna. Ireland, lawful neutral, 184, 85 kilos. Strength boob, endurance cock, agility A+. Damn, that's S+, man. Mana dick, luck E, us. Why do they give every one of them luck E? Come on, be nice to Lancers for fuck's sake. NP bot. Yes. Character design, Mata, character voice, Midorikawa Hikaru, also was Diarmuid's Saber, and a 7 that will show up in the near future. Oh, now I'm curious who that is. And yes, of course, it would make sense that he voiced Diarmuid's Saber as well. I would be surprised otherwise. Oh god. But I wonder who that new serum, well, the other one is, eh? Class skill, magic resistant B. Console spell with a chance below 3 verses. Even being wounded by greater ritual and high thaumaturgy is difficult. Really? Damn. Personal skill, Eye of the Mind. True. Kook. Perspective that has been cultivated through training discipline. Logic in battle to derive the possible means to survive in a predicament. I mean, most characters I've seen have like Eye of the Mind false, like Cuchulainn and stuff like that. What is the difference between those? Because I haven't really connected that. I find it a little bit weird. It makes me confused. They need to be very, you know, very onto, because I'm a very dumb, slow person. Love's beauty spot on the cock. I mean, we don't know. We haven't checked it yet. Maybe there is one down there. Charms the opposite gender through a beauty spot tinged with mana. The opposing female will be a strong love towards him. Avoiding is possible with a magic resistance skill. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Especially since he doesn't have a control over it. I mean, if he had control over it, it wouldn't be that bad. It would be actually a very powerful skill. But, you know, when you don't have control over it, it do kind of sucks big times. Because, you know, oh no. AKA, oh, hello, my best friend's wife. How are you? Oh no, oh Nate, don't suck it. Oh no. You know? Shit happens. Knight Strategy B, a battle style that, regardless of power, induces a miss from the opponent while grasping the flow of battle. It's not self-strengthening, but a skill that invites the opponent to fail a check. A composed observation ability to wager victory in an instant. Specifically speaking, it generates a lot of crit stars. Specifically, yes, a lot of crit star. Induce miss. Okay, so it's like a debuff in that regard. Like, oh yeah, instead of they buffing their own attack, they just make sure that enemy actually miss. That's pretty interesting. That's a that's a little bit of a surprise. No offense, gay dog. We have gay bulge and then gay dirk. Gay dirk. It's a Swedish ship. Herp, derp, gay dirk. I should have. I would love to see. Oh my god, that's a good one, Gator. Oh god, I need to collect myself. Oh god. It's funny, man. The Crimson Long Spear negates magical effects of the target touched by the blade. Basically, a normal Phantom has the ability to nullify Magecraft defense. Yeah. Steals the magical effect from defensive equipment braided with Magecraft like Saber's armor, Magecraft or Magecraft like strengthening skill boost by the Noble Phantas. A knight does not die with his hand empty, Berserker Lancelot's MP, and reduce them to a state of only physical defense. That's pretty fucking good. The object of negating mana isn't limited only to gods, but since it's displayed only the part touched by the blade, and only the moment in which blade is touching, it's not suitable for defensive usage. Also, it can overthrow the effect of contracts or curses entwined in the past, as well as the effects of already completed Magecraft. A spear that could be called Noble Phantas Killer Noble Phantas. Noble Phantas Killer Noble Phantas. That's a mouthful to say. But this effect of Exorcism can't destroy Noble Phantas. In the end, it negates the effect. It only the moment in which the blade is touching. Against those who don't use Magecraft, it's a simple spear, but it's unlike not use anything magical in battle between fellow servants. Not flashy, but a really useful Noble Phantas. So an NP that kills MP in case you get confused by wording. Yeah. That is actually really, really good. I mean, even if it's as this really pointing out that it's only when it literally touching and the parts of the blade that is touching. So if the point, it's only there. But you know, that's enough. Like, aha, I have this magic shield. I'm thanking thanks. You know? Really, really good. I mean, it's like an anti-Noble Phantasm. Like, you know, like, we go in there and then we stab them. Gay booty. Gay buddy. Yeah, butt buddies! Let's do it! Yellow Rose of Mortality. Gay buddy. That's a cool name. The Yellow Short Spear inflicts unhealable wounds. Oh yeah, that's what it did. Impossible to dispel by normal means, wounds made by this spear won't heal as long as the spear isn't destroyed or Diarmuid doesn't die. The mechanism through which any treatment or regeneration can't be healed is by making the damage dealt by the spear reduce the upper limit of the maximum HP. Well, this is D&D. Therefore, even with treatment and regeneration, it won't be healed further than that because the wounded state is the full heal. Oh, so for example, I have 100 HP. I take a wound by the spear that do 25. So when this wound is open, I have 75 HP. That become my max HP, aka I can't heal more and get better, so the wound is just still there. That is actually really interesting. Just then, like, you can't heal. It actually like reduced max HP, like you can't heal above that, like, and your body can't regenerate more through that. So yeah. Just a spear in decisive battle of brief duration, but thinking about the premise of fighting the same opponent multiple times over a long period of time is like a body blow that works slow yet certainly. If the target is a servant, a lethal effect like bleeding to death over time can be expected. Same as Crimson Rose of Exorcism, it lacks flash in it, but it's extremely easy to use Noble Phantasm. Incidentally, he who is the user won't be hurt by the spear. Use as I said with Crimson Rose of Exorcism in FGO. That is actually... I mean, seriously, they are very simple, but very effective. Like, you use Gaiderg as, you know, penetrating their armor, defense, well, their magical defense and whatnot. They have their Noble Phantasm. And then you use Gay Buddy to literally just bleed them dry. Or, I mean, servants, they don't affect the same way, but, you know, you wound them and they won't be able to heal. So, that's pretty good. Fervently joyal. Oh, he's joyal! Loyal. A heroic spirit like heroic spirit. A heroic spirit like heroic spirit. My god, what? That is so weird. That esteems honorable battles. In life, he broke the affection he received and betrayed his lord, and because of that, his lord let him die without helping him. But he doesn't regret his action of having chosen love over loyalty, nor grudges his lord for having let him die. I mean, I like how to say fervently loyal. He chose love over loyalty. Well, I guess the loyalty didn't stretch more than that. The story is tragical love with Prince Grain. Grain? Salt grains? Yeah, salty, that's me. Will later become the mother of the story of Lancelot and Guinevere. So he is like... Is that why they named him Lancelot? Because, you know, Lance a lot, and he has 2 lances, aka spears. We found the code, guys! This is like the Da Vinci Code, but the Camelot Code! We did it! The nobility is hard to understand by others that aren't the same type of person as him, and as a result of him having swallowed even that mistake, cracks will be more spread. Despite having him often meet this kind of tragedies, his fundamentals never changed. However, even for such a man, things have their limits. When confronting malice that doesn't think about others, while his heart is burned by feelings of resentment, he has also spewed anger, lament, and curses. Yeah, that is literally the end of him in Fate Zero. That is literally the end of him. And, I mean, his ending, how he died in Fate Zero, spoilers for those that haven't watched it, but how Kiritsugu made Kanef do so he killed himself, while Saber wanted an honorable fight and all. It's, I mean, I can see why he fucking snapped. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people would. I mean, it was not that he died in battle, like, it was an honorable battle, we died, that's it. But, yeah, rather than cheesing the game itself, so to speak, but, yeah. But it's not really much about him. Otherwise, he's honorable, he's fervently loyal, but he picked love over loyalty. Meaning that love is a really powerful thing. So maybe not super much, but yeah, we get the grasp that he is a very knightish knight, so to speak. Motivation attitude towards the master. There are no regrets in the conduct taken in life or the destiny he chooses. However, if he is given a second life, that time he choose and fight with loyalty. A person who participates in the Holy Grail War with that kind of feelings. Servants have, contract apart, freedom to want the Holy Grail. But in his case, it's not that he wants the Holy Grail, but aims to offer the Holy Grail to his lord. Thus, his conditions that are different from those of ordinary servant sometimes bring misunderstanding about his loyalty. I mean, that makes sense. Because most of the time, I feel like many servants in FGO at least are like, they don't have any wish upon the grail, like, and then this dude like, you know what, I don't really want it for myself, but I want to win it for my master, and that is a good guy. Please, Diarmuid, give me grails, I need to use them. If you give me a bunch, I will even use them on you. I'm just saying. Who must win now is Saber. Who must win now is Saber. Lancer? Neither of them. What should win here is the Path of Night. that we serve. Isn't that right, heroic spirit Artoria? He spoke that during the episode. He did? Dude! My dearest wish is of victory. I trust the blade of the King of Knights. I'll leave it to you, Saber. Also, the episode. That's pretty cool that they actually used from the anime. I won't kill my master. I won't kill Saber's master. She and I don't wish to end things like this. Never forget it. If you survive now at this place, it's for the nobility of the King of Knights. This is what episode 7 of Fate Zero. Or 8. But that's pretty cool. And here we see, like, I won't kill my master. I won't kill Saber's master. And how Saber and Lancer, you know, like, oh, we have this honorable thing. And then literally got, like, she's by Kuretsugu and all of that. That was such a mess. Holy crap. I felt so bad for Diarmuid and Kanef especially. I mean, Kanef was an ass, seriously, but you know how they used the soul and all of that, and everyone died. Everyone fucking dies. Like, by this contract, Kuretsugu can't kill you. But his friend can. It's the same fucking thing. Like when, you know, like, someone say, I promise you to not stab you. Thank you. And then someone stab. But you said, I said I wouldn't stab. It doesn't mean that no one else could. Like, oh, come on, you big fucking ass. Don't do that. Oh. That's how I feel. Historical depiction. A prominent warrior of the Knight of Fianna, led by the hero of ancient Ireland, Fionn MacCumhale, appears in a group of mythological stories about the Knights of Fianna called the Fenian Cycle. He had 2 spears called Daedurg and Gay-Bodied, and 2 swords called Moraltash and Beagletash. Oh no! It's a Beagletash! I just imagine a dog with a sword. Beagle. And in his graceful face there was a magical spot given by fairy that charmed women. Why on earth would they do that? Fairies, do it on me! Do I charm people yet? I do have a spot somewhere. But it's not very lovely and it's covered by hair anyway. I mean, my beard. I've been wondering for several years. Diarmuid, who was allowed to return to the service of Fionn, who had finally calmed his anger. Oh, wait. I missed this part. I think this is pretty important. This spot invited to and brought calamity. Having captivated Fionn's fiancée, Grain, he ended up eloping with her. Yeah, that's pretty crucial part. Who was allowed to return to service of Fionn, who had finally calmed his anger, officially married Grain. But at one point, Diarmuid received a serious injury that left him moribund from a demonic boar while hunting. Dude, demonic boars, man, they are fucking everywhere. Or what are you saying, Bacon? Diarmuid would have recovered if he had drank spring water scooped by Fionn's healing hand, but Fionn intentionally or casually spilled the water twice, and Diarmuid died. Dude, oh my god. Oh yeah. I mean, I will say, I can understand Fionn being a little bit pissy to Diarmuid because of, you know, his fiancé thing and all of that. But that's a big fucking shitty thing to do. My god. Oh, here is. Oh nay, I accidentally spilled. Let's try again. Oh nay, I'm so clumsy. Oh, you died. Ah, well, whatever. Who cares? Sadly, I tried my best. That is such a fucking douche move. In a way, I actually like Fionn more, because that is such a fucking unexpected douchery thing to do. Like, okay, Fionn, you're fucking salty. Role in the game. In Chapter 5, North America Great War of Myths, he appeared in combination with who once was his lord, Fionn MacCumhale. They serve as the Celtic faction's advance god, but the delicate situation in which he receives sarcasm from Fionn with every little thing, no matter if he's aware or not, perplexes the protagonist's side. A monster-servant relation with an odd tempo, but they were compatriots that matched their breathing. I mean, yeah, I do remember that. Fiona was literally like, always like, you know what, who they were similar to? Fiona and Diarmuid as Chandler and Joey. Like, Chandler always is fucking sarcastic. Joey is too dumb to even realize that it's against him. And still want to be friends with Chandler and all that. And Fiona's like, but fuck off. Role in the past. Fate Zero appears as a servant of the prestigious mage Kenneth L. Malloy Archibald. Perhaps a mischief of destiny, his master's fiancée Sola Ui Nuada Res Sophia Ri becomes charmed by his magical spot, and as in the past, he ends up in the same composition of Discord with the Lord that ended up taking his life. Dude, that is actually kind of romantic. Okay, it's actually not romantic. It's actually very sad. But you know how it very similar to this legends about him, like fuck. And also, what is up with his name? Sola Ui Nuada Re Sophia Ri. Uredi. So that's actually really sad. Damn, man. Bruh. But wait, the spot. Just a question. What if he just slap on like a little bit of duct tape over that beauty? You know? Over that bad boy? Wouldn't that protect people? Like, you know, no idea how much this can fix. Kink! No problem. Or a mask? Fuck, give him a mask. First of all, he can be mysterious like Kakashi, like... And it's cool. Related characters, Fiona McCamhale appears to give us a night of heroic spirits and fight together. Nothing can make him happier. Most importantly, Fiona Dono at his golden age is good, while those strange jokes at his golden age are troubling. I guess so. Cook Lane, respect him as a great pioneer and a supreme spearman, but isn't that teacher too Spartan? Isn't that teacher too Spartan? Yeah, I mean, rigorous. I was like, wait, Spartan? Do you mean Leonidas? Comment from Illustrator. Diarmuid was my favorite servant since Zero, so I was happy to draw him. But at the same time, I never regret so much to be bad at drawing muscles. I went through hell. I'm sorry. The climate free stage is very cool. There was yet but Takeuchi sensei. Not clothing style, a lady killer. Mata. And let's see here, potato rolled a lot. A favor, Mark. I'm biased. Yes? I agree with Illustrator. His first century clothing looks kind of cool. I do. Not a lot to add. Just don't shit too much on Fiona. Diarmuid forgave him and Golden Age Fiona regrets it. So it's all good. Also, if I got cucked by my sovereign, I would be the same. I mean, I do agree. I mean, I feel like most would be like, dude, fuck. I received a lot of doubt as why I like Diarmuid when Ku was the superior choice, and while Ku is cool, he didn't will to spare. Well, true that. One of the reasons I love Zero when it comes to fight was the scenic show of skilled Diarmuid and Thor had in episode 4, showing fights don't need to be flashy to be cool in Fate. And this is actually one of my favorite fights, since this is how most fight would go between ancient heroes, at least in my tiny head. I might get some people angry at me for this, and perhaps some might disagree, but I doubt with most certainty that Artori and Diarmuid are on the same level of skill. Diarmuid should outskill Artori by far when it comes to normal trade-off blows. That's not to say Sabian's skill, and yeah, she has the instinct bullshit, but she is nowhere close to most skilled swordsman in the round table. True? In fact, you can see how Diarmuid does surpass her in sheer skill in Zero, and she only managed to keep up by using what she is best. Raw power. I like to think Diarmuid as a technique-based servant and Artori as a raw power-based servant. I guess it might be saying a lot of people already know though. Anyway, let me close up. Even though I praised him so much, I can't deny nowadays with the BS Fate is spouting, he's quite weak compared to a lot of other servants. I wish we get to see more fight like episode 4-1. Between lots of clarification, Artori's saber is stronger than Lancer Diarmuid. I just believe he's more skilled than she is. I do think she would still win those strong skills in MP, and we do know Saber beat Lancers, sadly. And I can agree, probably more skilled. And I think Lance, in Zero, that Diarmuid would win in the end, because his weapons is literally, breaking down the defense and striking in with wounds that never heals and stuff like that, which would wear down Saber. The only thing Saber has to her advantage there, as Potato say, is raw power and her MP, like, literally blasting everything away, which, of course, if he couldn't dodge or avoid that, would really just end him. But yeah, and I do kind of like him. As said, I think he's an okay character. He's not my favorite, so it's not as much as Potato likes him, but I do like this design. It's really cool. I think he's a good character though, and I think a little bit bad that he gets shafted a lot, sadly. Mainly by, like, he's just one forgotten servant among all others, like, that probably won't get much love. Though he did get a Saber Diarmuid, which I think is really nice, actually. That he at least get that. Though he probably need a little bit of updates and upgrades and generally, a little bit buffs to be maybe a little bit more viable. But in the end, I think he's an okay character. And I do think he's pretty fun to see when he and Fionn is together, mainly because Fionn is such an sassy ass towards him. Poor Diarmuid. It's nothing he could do, though. It just happened. So, yeah, I think that is pretty good. And also, thank you for your input, Potato. I think it's interesting to see what your thoughts, as well everyone else are writing, of course. I think it's interesting to hear. Because, after all, this is all biased. This is my opinion, simply. I personally think there's way many better, well, not better per se, but cooler Lancers, for example, like Tiger, obviously. Is my favorite? Is it your favorite? Probably not. I mean, we have different things we like. I mean, it's subjective, after all. And we're gonna go to the next one, which is Fergus McRoich Brock. I always loved Onyx as a Pokemon. Who doesn't? And I'm gonna say right away, Fergus McRoich is one that I'm actually playing on Greyley. I really do like the concept of him, like how his sword is literally seen in... I mean, we've seen his sword more animated than many servants. Because, Archer using it literally to, like, blowing shit up. And I kind of like his concept, like he's like hard dude, like, let's sit down, like, and have a good dinner. Though obviously they kind of made him a little bit like Blackbeard. He has this one specific trait that is like most of his character, like, oh yeah, how about we fuck? Yeah. And I mean, I don't say it's nothing wrong with being horny. I am horny. I mean, I'm just saying. But I do like him. I really wish that he gets some animation updates, definitely. And Diarmuid and everyone, for that matter. And I mean, I think it's looking pretty badass. Seriously, like, he's like, oh, ripped as fuck. And this sword, he just bashing skulls with it. I mean, it's simple design. Man, that's a man that is confident, like, yeah. Yeah, seriously, I like it. Oh, he's like, fuck feet. Well, fuck feet, I mean, fuck shoes. And that is really cool to see the sword like that. I mean, it's such a weird weapon in general, like, a sword? That thing? Damn, man. But it is cool, it's different. Damn, I love the details, like, yikes, they go really full in with all the details on this. Damn. I like it. Fergus McRoich, Celtic Mythology Red Branch Knight, Ireland. He's pretty big, 184, 90 kilos. Same height as Diarmuid, but he's quite heavier, and obviously he's way more muscular. Also was even what? He was even a durable Takaya Kuroda? Damn, man. Strength A, Constitution A, Agility B, Magical Power E, Luck C, Noble Fantasy A. Dude, his stats is insane! I mean, he have such high physical stats, and then Noble Fantasy boot, like, holy shit. Dude, he's a monster. Just looking by stats-wise, he's really, really good. Like, damn. Magic Resistance B, nullify spells that were invoked with a chant of 3 verses or below. Even if targeted by the likes of the Great Magecraft and Great Rituals, it is difficult for one to be damaged by them. Riding B. It is possible for one to manage most vehicle and beasts. Regarding the Thanos species, however, they are not able to manage them. Yeah, I was told that most sabers do get this, so that's interesting. Rider Fergus 1. Personal skill, Mind's Eye True A. An insight cultivated through discipline and training. One possesses combat logic to grasp with a presence of mind the state of affairs around themselves and the abilities of the enemies in a predicament, deducing the means of survival left in that situation. Fergus has this skill with a high rank because of the anecdote where he perceived that the existence of the 2 huge bulls, which was the reason why the Great War of Ulster occurred, were really sent in by the gods as the chosen destroyers of Ireland. Bullshit? You know, bulls. But honestly, I don't know much about his history, though. I do know, obviously, that he's part of the Irish, you know, one of many cycles and all of that, which is really interesting, actually. I need to read more about that. Valor A, negates mental interference, also if this has effect of increasing melee damage. Damn. You know, if you believe, you can do it. The temperament to never stay at one location. Nature and rebellious spirit, I should read that out. And also, to never embrace a lord. One is a wandering star that does not have the capacity to be sovereign. And also, they are not able to find their own sovereign. Negates the effect of charisma on him to rank B. Dude, with this, why is he not the one that... Why doesn't he, like, you know, like... Shimosa? My brain, what? I forgot her name. My God, what was her name? What, seriously, what was her name? What the fuck was her name? I need to check this out a bit quick. What was her name? I legit forgot. My God. Shimosa servants. Let's see. My stomach making weird sounds. Sorry about that. Fucking Musashi. How do I forget her name? I think this is not even the first time. I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. But yeah, why doesn't he have the... I mean, I think that would fit with this, if anything. Like, you know, he never stays in one location. He literally like, oh, you know, sayonara, fuckers. I go to another dimension. I mean, in a way, that is pretty much what Musashi do. And I think it would be... I mean... If one can do it, why not another one? Caladbog, the rainbow sword. Ooh, the pride sword. Beware, enemy of the LGBT. You will be smashed by this Giga Drill Breaker. A++ is A+ in the game, but A++ otherwise, like... That's enormous. Another name for this is a Spiral Rainbow Sword. An anti-armor noble fan is the boast of high power and wide range, making even landscape destruction feasible. In Legends, it demonstrated a fearsome power where a shimmering drawn out from a swing of the sword had cut off 3 hills. Damn! It had cut off the top of the hill by meaning of a shimmering from the sword extend outward like a rainbow in the Legends. but when wielded as a noble phantasm, Callad Bolg's aspect as a landscape destruction weapon has been pronounced. In other words, there is no use in arguing if this is a great attack or not that can break the earth apart. The great spin in the sky of heaven and earth. In late eras, it is said that Callad Bolg was a model of magic sword also that many heroes obtained. Also, it is a prototype of the Excalibur Galantine. Damn, so this is like OG super sword here, pretty much. Damn. I like that. Personality: big-hearted, a man of broad broad-mindedness, who does not care very much about trivial matters. Often generous, without jealousy, and knows no fear. Sincere and humane, to a companion judged to be trustworthy, Fergus has a tolerance to show and share his heaps of generosity with that companion, no matter what, even if it happens to be the first meeting. However, he never permits betrayal and will not forgive one who does it, and even if they are king. He always keeps the promise he exchanges. In addition, on the occasion of the Tain Bo Kueling, I assume this is something with Cuchulainn, referred to the greatest war of the Ulster cycle in Celtic mythology, when Fergus and Cuchulainn cross blades in earnest. Mostly other Ulstermen had completely ceased into inactivity already due to the curse. So with that being the case, as in the first place, this war itself was also something that began due to Queen Mad's selfishness. Haha! Sheesh! During the time they clashed with each other, Fergus promised Cuchulainn that he will ease up to a degree in order to not go too far in killing his defenseless former allies, and he displayed to the other the fulfillment of his promises sincerely. Although he is known as Medus's beloved, Fergus is a legitimate wife too. Moreover, she is a goddess of the forest. Fergus usually wears a composed face, but frankly, there is a hidden peerlessness behind it. His sexual desire is excessive to too full of vigor, so much that it was the woman that aspect of his needed 7 women in a single night to become satisfied, and decided that only Med and his wife can either be, surprisingly enough, just one person that was okay for his satisfaction. Okay, I guess the horniness of him appears, but it's actually really interesting to see, like, him as a character, like, just, they become much interesting when you get a little bit more depth of them. I mean, that goes for all the servants, all the characters in this damn game, you know? The deeper the more you explain about the characters and all that, the deeper and interesting they get. And, I mean, of course, when they with Fergus, he gets very boring. It's fast because he's just that like super horny, which can be fun. But at the same time, it's same thing with Blackbeard. You want to see more than just that thing, you know, just being a meme. I mean, you can be a meme, but you can't live a meme. You probably can, but you know, what do I know? Motivation, attitude towards the master. Fergus comes into contact with his master as a comrade in arms. His awareness of the relationship between master and servant is very thin. He recognizes them as a comrade in the battle of the Hunt of the Holy Grail, as well as commanding officer they should trust. If Cuchulainn is the reliable elder brother, Fergus' enormous words and deeds is typical of a reliable uncle. Yes! Somehow I can see him and Hector hanging out, you know, like reliable uncles. The wish Fergus wants to make in the Holy Grail is to once again get along with his wife and Med together. Get along together. A threesome. Yes, obvious. And people say I'm just silly when I'm like explaining the joke. And I know I do it just because of like being dumb, but yeah. But wait, did it remind me that his wife, more of a goddess of the forest? You know, casually boning the goddess of the forest. Fergus, how the fuck? Why is this guy just a 3-star, dude? He feels like he would be fucking like a monster. Holy shit. Very well, it looks like you want to spill your blood. There's a pleasant moon, and the nice wind is blowing, and then there's you. The fact is, just you alone is what I can keep on living for. Those who are brave warriors can eat well, drink well, and rest well at ease. Oh, there's a fine woman. That's a splendid noble phantom. If that's the case, let's proceed with a match with my rainbow sword. I just imagine like some fucking anti-SJW, you know, like and then like, oh, you're gonna use a rainbow sword, and then like, and they like obliterate, like, we should not mess with that sword. Take that, anti-SJW, suckers. My opinion. Historically imagined character, a brave warrior of the Celts Ulster, who is known as a member of the Red Branch Knights, the friend of foster-father of Cuchulainn. A great glutton is viewed as one matchless vigor, often generous without jealousy and no fear. Even now, the fame of the hero Fergus as a magnificent brave warrior is being left behind in posterity. I didn't actually know that he was foster-father Cuchulainn. Like, how fucking badass isn't that? He's like, no, look, it's my adoptive son. It's on the big screen. Yes, I'm so proud of you, Coo, my boy. Dude, I want to see like that kind of thing happen. There is also a legend where Fergus was the king of Ulster from previous generation. According to that, it's said that his temple hand over the throne to Conchobar, and on the condition that Conchobar's beautiful mother was made into his lover. But Conchobar's mother, who was overthrown with sinister design, left Fergus out of the kingship permanently with those designs. Well, that's me. I mean, that's what happened when you think with your dick, but you know. Fergus was formerly a man who established a corner over the Red Branch Knights, but he ran away from the Order of Knights out of rage at the betrayal of Ulster King Conchobar. During the time when the greatest war of the Ulster cycle broke out, Fergus took the side of his lover, Queen Medb of Connacht, and displayed his valor. Because Cuchulainn stayed with Ulster, Fergus was kept from demonstrating his true seriousness in battle. But he still had once reached the point where he was one breath away from slaying King Conchobar. Do the pledge, guys. Lelouch. All hail Lelouch. Exchanging with Cuchulainn at the occasion of this battle, Fergus will almost unconditionally win against Cuchulainn in the situation where a rematch is done with him. At the time of the second Ulster invasion, because Queen Medb was scheming her revenge against Cuchulainn, she concluded that Fergus' existence will be a nuisance, and she did not invite Fergus to the battlefield. After all, Fergus was assassinated by the hands of jealous-driven King Ailill, Medb's husband. Can also be expressed as endless sexual stamina. Yes. Well, ain't that a bitch? I didn't know she was married, but I guess it makes sense that she was. Well, that sucks. Cuchulainn. His adopted son and friend. If he sees Cuchulainn, Fergus will slap his shoulder with great joy and roar with laughter. Dude, that's what I like to see. I can see that is the funny thing, because Fergus showing off and is the kind of character that I do really like. If you see a big burly guy that is like this, like, oh, I know I will like the character. I'm simple. I like that. You know, like Alexander Iskander and all of that, you know. Queen Medb, lover, mistress, a reunion will be the delight, but the past is something to yearn for, and then Fergus will decide to utter words like a filthy old man for a moment. All the Medb will strike back at ease with some leeway for him. Skatage, a peerless beautiful woman, teaches, so Fergus holds a thought, hey, I want to request you for the night, but she understands that is impossible. Yeah, probably. Beautiful female servants. Fergus basically does not want to speak words and do deeds that will appear to disturb his position as uncle will become reliable fathers, but towards adult women, the indication of I want to request you as my companion for the night is oozy. Given that children are a target of protection, he does not have much of an interest in those with an outward appearance of very young looking type. A man of my own heart, dude. This is like literally like. He got a skyrocketing there. That's right, Fergus. Protect the lollies. Get the big ass, juicy titties and asses. Go for them. Let's fuck those things. I really do like it. Comment of the illustrator. Since Fergus had a minor specification in relation to his face and figure, it resulted in the present impression where he does not become puzzled much. They are very easy to draw. His eyes, I mean. His equipment had been proceeding with design similar to Cuckoo Lane. Prototype is at first, but when I sent in a scribble of him wearing a Western school uniform in the middle of the process, it grew into a discussion of, let's say we're not... Somewhere he's like the leader of a group of juvenile delinquents. And settled down in the curative design that he got now. Now where I cannot come up with anything for him except for this half-naked style, huh? I mean, it's good. And it's a potato, right? I'm tired, so I won't say much. Basically, DV decided to amp up his hominess a little bit. It's strange, but I don't personally think he's too far off from what he should be. I yet see him display this reliable uncle side more. Well, reliable in the story. I want to explain the Irish myth. It's such a mess. I mean, most myths are. And I do agree, that is the thing. We haven't seen that really in the game, you know? And I would love to see that. Seriously. The only thing we see is like, I want to bone people. And I mean, sure. I understand. Who doesn't want to bone people? But there is more to his character I wish they would show. And considering that this is the kind of character I really like, I would really love to see more of that. But I guess that won't happen. I mean, we get little Shota Fergus for a while. In that dumpster fire, Agurfa. But yeah, seriously, I like Fergus. I just wish he got more developed as a character and all that, you know? I really wish for that. But, well, I will cut for now. I have done my deed for this week. Well, this FGO Thirstday. And in general, I like these two characters. Fergus even more than Diarmuid. And Fergus is probably someone I will grail in the future. I really hope we get an animation update. His attacks and all that is so plain horrible. Fucking me. And well, that goes for all servants that haven't had an animation update. And yeah, I will be back next week with more FGO Thursday. So thank you for watching. See you later on. And have a continued super great day.